Hello, everybody. My name is Kevin Rodriguez, and for my film, I decided to do Beasts of No Nation, which is a 2015 Netflix film by director Cary Fukunaga. Fukunaga is also known for directing a previous film that we did in this course called Sin Nombre. Uh, this film, however, basically follows the events of one young boy named Agu and a fictionalized country in Africa that's war torn and the consequence. It's basically everything covers the consequences of war, the effect it has on the people, and it mainly covers child soldiers and throughout, which is just one big personified version for child soldiers. So on my page, you will see a main picture from one of the movies. One of the vital scenes or turning points from the scene as your cover page a photo. Uh, you scroll down, you'll find a basic summary that I found off of IMDb, and then followed by a trailer for the film, so you could watch that and get oriented with what this film and how everybody acts, or not acts, but what the characters are and what their motivations seem to be throughout the film. Followed by the poster that was released, and of course the IMDb credit. Uh, so as we were supposed to write, so I've written three different little sub notes on everything, and the first one basically covers the large overarching journey that Agu goes on from being a carefree, charismatic young boy in his village that's happy with his family to uh, basically a cold-hearted uh, criminal and murderer at the end of the film, and basically a stone-faced human being who is had nothing else to like but war. And so this article covers that, and I mentioned a scene in it where he has to kill a man for the first time, and that's really the turning point. And below that article is the scene that uh, that corresponds to it. So you can read the article and then watch the scene at following. After that, I talk about camera angles and how the director Cary Fukunaga uh, uses camera angles not only to express loneliness or adoration or uh, being in the midst of a war, and how all that really affects the characters, or in this case, I guess our main, I don't want to say protagonist, but say central character of Agu, from him looking up to people and Fukunaga putting us in the perspective of the character to uh, him alone in a wide-angled shot of him alone in a forest. And below this art, that text is a picture of a wide shot. There's also a picture of him looking up to the commandant, who's played by Idris Elba. And then the final article, our final text entry I put in for, is talking about all the psychological trials that Agu, who is basically a representative of just one overarching theme for child soldiers in general, uh, and what happened to him following uh, his rescue or capture, I suppose, from the UN, and his life following that, and him having to decide whether or not to move forward or move backwards with his life, knowing everything that's happened to him, and if he could even move on. And beneath that is a final scene, which is basically the structure for what I had written in that text entry, followed by just a generalized picture for of Agu with his unit. Uh, Below that, I put a link to a Twitter page that retweets a lot of articles and posts a lot of articles about child soldiers throughout the world. Beneath that, I have a crash course video that was done. Basically, this is actually really helpful. It breaks down character motivations, camera angles, structure, uh, hyperrealism, handheld camera movements, all those sort of things that we've learned throughout the semester. And below that are a few analysis of the film itself. There's also a review for the film. And so basically, those two articles will give you an approximation of what you're watching. And so, yeah, I hope you enjoy my page, and thank you for watching.